from Southern Maryland's weather leader. This is a JB Weather Alert.
And good evening, I'm forecaster John Bordash, back with you here to give you a brand new severe weather warning. We do now have in effect, we have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning now up for parts of our coverage area. This is going to be southern parts of Prince George's County, northern parts of Calvert County, northern parts of Charles County, with this pretty electrified storm that is currently moving through the Brandywine area, moving through Rosaryville, getting towards Dunkirk, Lower Marlboro, Eagle Harbor, Huntingtown here over the next couple of minutes. Let's go ahead and get a live storm track loaded up here for you as the storm continues to push here down to the south and east. Let's get this loaded up here. It wants to work with me, and I'm sure it doesn't want to, but we'll come back to that. But what you can see, by and large, what we're looking at is this developing line of storms that's starting to push down to the south, began up towards the DC metro area, has now begun to move into northern parts of our region. We've seen plenty of lightning, gusty winds, and heavy rain with these storms. These storms blasted right through the Annapolis region, have moved through northern parts of Prince George's County, and now are making their way down Route 4, down Route 301, down Route 2 into northern parts of our region, and we're going to continue to watch this potential over the next couple of hours. If you're in southern parts of the coverage area, we're talking southern Charles, St. Mary, southern Calvert County, you have nothing going on right now, and we'll need to wait and see if this land that's developing is able to hold on to its own as it begins to move down to the south and east. If it's able to do so, you could be looking at some pretty nasty weather moving in here probably over the next hour or two. And it looks like this does not want to work with me. So what we will do in the meantime is I want to load up some of our traffic cameras here, see if we're able to see what's going on in these storms as they continue to move down here to the south. So let me see if I can't just get a traffic camera, and it looks like I can. That'll give me time to reboot this. So we're going to come over here, take a look at 301 at Maryland 5 South. We are looking at some pretty nasty weather moving into this area, and we're, I think, going to continue to look at this potential here over the next little bit. You can see the heavy rain falling, the gusty winds as well, as these storms continue to develop and move down here to the south and east. And it looks like I did not turn off my ticker here from yesterday's storms. My apologies. We have no active tornado watches or tropical storm watches. That was my mistake. My apologies for that. So what we will do is switch us on over here to this, and that stubborn ticker wants to keep loading up my plotters in the way of me looking at that. Awesome. There we go. And we will let our main program here get a reboot. Getting quite the workout here over the last couple of days. But as we take a look here with these storms, you can see the general progression in which they're moving here down to the south and east. These storms have a lot of lightning with them. We've been very hot, or somewhat hot. We've at least been warm and humid today across the region, which is allowing for these storms to bubble up. They've been developing gradually, so we have this broken line here moving down here to the south and east. So we're going to watch this really move here into Horsehead, Eagle Harbor, on up towards Dunkirk, Sunderland, Owings, Chesapeake Beach, Huntingtown here over the next little bit. And it looks like we might be getting our main program loaded back up here. Let's see if we can't just load into here, get you some storm timelines. All right, let's see if we can get this to work this go around. There we go. So if we take the core part of this storm here with the severe thunderstorm warning, we're going to move this south and east here at about 20 miles an hour. Moving a little bit more like this. This would be a general look at storm timing here for you with this storm. And actually that seems to be a little bit behind us. We just got a brand new radar update here. So let's update that storm track. Again, moving southeast here at about 20 miles an hour. So we'll load that up in here. So yeah, this is just a look at gradual storm timing here for you. Dunkirk, really right on your doorstep, moving into Owings, moving into Lower Marlboro here over the next 5 to 10 minutes, getting towards Chesapeake Beach in about the next 15 minutes, Huntingtown over the next 20 minutes. I'm sure you're seeing the dark skies and the immense amount of lightning. I mean, if we just kind of zoom in back over here, look at all these lightning reports we're getting in here south of Brandon. Brandywine, getting near Lower Marlboro as these continue to push down here to the south and east. And if we zoom out by and large, you see we have additional storms firing back here to the west in parts of Prince William County. These will be moving south into parts of Charles County as well over the next hour or so. And we're going to continue to watch this potential. These storms, if I can put this back into a loop, they've been all progressing to the south and east, gradually developing as they do so. These are very electrified storms. These storms are producing wind gusts up to 60 to 70 miles per hour, and they're producing heavy rain as well. If I can zoom in here, show you our exclusive gust potential estimator here. This shows you, as we let that load up, I mean, we're estimating wind gusts getting up near 60 miles an hour or so as they move right through parts of Brandywine, lower parts of Upper Marlboro, really coming into parts of PG County, and these storms that are getting ready to blast parts of the eastern shore that just moved through Shadyside. Yeah, they were producing winds estimated upwards of 60 miles an hour. And we have additional storms back to the west that are beginning to try to develop as well. So all of these storms will continue to push to the south and east here. And if you live south of where this line is, so we're talking the vast majority of Calvert County, Charles, St. Mary's counties, do be aware that as this line pushes through, you will see some nasty weather for about 30, 40 minutes or so as this line continues to push to the south and east. So we will continue to watch this. And this storm right here in southern PG County is producing a lot of lightning. So if you have any interest in Calvert County, really north of Prince Frederick, north of 231, north of Dares Beach Road there, on up into northern parts of Calvert County, we're talking southern Prince George's and then northeastern portions of Charles County on over towards the Hughesville area right near Benedict there. I would be prepared to move indoors. I'd actually be moving indoors now. This storm is a very dangerous storm, and it will continue to move here to the south and east. We're not talking about, well, I withhold that. We might be seeing some broad rotation. I mean, this isn't necessarily a crazy rotation. Typically, we look where we are able to get our greens and reds touching, right? So this would be indicative of this green here of winds going towards the radar. Red indicates where winds are going away from the radar. And when we can get a tight couplet of bright green and bright red touching, that would tell us that we have the potential for some rotation. So if we have any rotation, it's broad, but I don't think tornadoes would be the main threat today. It really will just be the heavy rain, lightning, and winds. So I would be aware of that. If anyone wants to know about Mechanicsville, nothing for you just yet. Be aware, though, over the next hour or so as these storms continue to push down to the south. Denise driving in Waldorf heading towards St. Mary's. I think you should be fine, Denise. If you're leaving Waldorf to go further south, you should be good. These storms will stay behind you. And the part in which you, I would imagine you're probably going to take some version down towards Route 5. You should be good for right now. We'll need to wait and see how these storms back here to the west develop, but by and large, I think you should be good. Ashley is saying that we're beginning to see the skies get dark on over towards Charlotte Hall, which I would definitely believe given the radar signature here. So stay weather aware, stay with JB Weather. Any new weather warnings get issued, I'll be back here with you live to continue to keep you one step ahead of these storms so you and your family are ahead of the weather. Have a nice and safe one, and keep it tuned right here to JB Weather with the latest information.
Check the forecast anytime online at jbweather.net.